What just happened behind closed doors that left Hyun Bin's wife and son bursting into joyful laughter? The nation's favorite heartthrob has done it again, but this time it's more personal, more touching, and more unforgettable than ever. Join us now on Hidden Korea as we uncover the sweet surprise that's melting hearts all over the country. In a world where celebrity headlines are often dominated by scandals and controversy, Hyun Bin has just flipped the script, stirring not just a pot, but an entire nation's emotions. The reason, a home-cooked meal. But this wasn't just any dinner. It was an act so intimate, so unexpectedly heartfelt, that it's sending ripples of admiration and emotional disbelief across social media and newsrooms alike. A quiet night turns into a national moment. It began like any other evening in the upscale neighborhood of Hanam-dong, where Hyun Bin and his wife actress Sun Ye-jin reside with their young son. But as the lights dimmed and the cameras stayed off, Hyun Bin was orchestrating something truly unforgettable. While many believed he was away filming a commercial shoot, sources close to the couple revealed that Hyun Bin had cleared his schedule in secret shopping early in the morning, meticulously picking ingredients and disappearing into the kitchen for nearly 5 hours, all to prepare a surprise dinner for his family. The twist. He didn't just cook any meal. He recreated Sun Ye-jin's favorite childhood dish, her grandmother's braised short ribs, and their son's favorite seaweed soup with abalone, carefully learning the recipes from her old family notebook he had found weeks earlier. The door opens, and the tears begin. When Sun Ye-jin entered the home with their son after an outing, what greeted her was not the usual quiet evening. She stepped into a warmly lit dining room, filled with the aroma of love, history, and sincerity. At the center was Hyun Bin apron, on hands trembling slightly but smiling, standing next to a perfectly set table. Dozens of hand-prepared side dishes, grilled fish, and even homemade rice cakes were displayed, each chosen because they were favorites of either his wife or their child. The emotional impact was immediate. Witnesses say Ye-jin froze in place before covering her mouth in disbelief. Their son clapped and jumped excitedly, shouting, "Appa cooked! Appa cooked!" But what truly melted hearts across the country was the footage shared hours later by a close friend of the couple, showing Sun Ye-jin wiping away tears as Hyun Bin shyly presented each dish with a short explanation of why he chose it. The nation reacts. Is this man even real? As soon as the story broke, Korean social media exploded. The hashtag #ChefHyunBin trended on X, formerly Twitter, for over 18 hours. Netizens flooded online communities with emotional reactions. "This is better than any K-drama ending I've ever seen. Hyun Bin, you're setting the standard way too high for husbands. This man is not just handsome, he's heaven sent." Within hours, major outlets like Dispatch and Newson picked up the story, calling it the most touching celebrity moment of the year. Why it hit so hard. The hidden struggles behind the smile. Insiders close to the actor revealed that Hyun Bin had been feeling guilt over being away so often for shoots and overseas promotions. He felt he wasn't there enough, especially during their son's developmental years, one friend stated. This dinner wasn't about showing off, it was about reconnecting. Sources add that he had been secretly taking cooking lessons for the past 2 months under the alias Mr. Kim at a private culinary studio in Gangnam. This wasn't a one-time gesture. It was the result of weeks of emotional preparation, countless trial runs, and even mild kitchen injuries. He reportedly burned his hand while practicing grilling mackerel. Even fellow celebrities are in awe. Top stars chimed in with praise. Actor Jung Hae-in commented, "Hyun Bin Hyung has always been a legend, but now he's on another level." Comedian Yoo Jae-suk joked during a live taping of You Quiz on the Block, "Even I'm tearing up and I haven't even tasted the food." What the world saw was a heartwarming dinner, but what no one expected was just how long Hyun Bin had been quietly preparing for this moment. Hidden Korea has uncovered that this surprise wasn't decided overnight. According to an anonymous staff member close to the couple, Hyun Bin began planning this in early February when he overheard his wife sigh and say, "I miss the taste of my grandmother's cooking. I wish our son could try it someday." That single sentence became the spark. From that day forward, Hyun Bin secretly contacted Yejin's older relatives, requesting help reconstructing the recipe down to the type of soy sauce her grandmother used and the exact slow simmering method required for the ribs to fall off the bone just right. He even traveled twice to Yongju Son Yejin's grandmother's hometown to buy specific ingredients she once used. Hyun Bin was determined, one local grocer said. He wasn't doing this for publicity, he genuinely wanted to recreate something meaningful. Inside the kitchen, a scene of determination and chaos. The Image fans saw a calm, smiling Hyun Bin in a clean apron was a stark contrast to the actual chaos in the kitchen that day. A delivery driver shared that he saw a panicked Hyun Bin pacing between the stove and the recipe notes taped to the fridge. Another delivery revealed that Hyun Bin mistakenly ordered live octopus instead of dried squid, causing a mini-crisis in the kitchen until he figured out how to properly store and prepare it. Burns, cuts, and even one failed attempt at making kimchi pancakes didn't deter him. In fact, sources say that he stayed up until 3 a.m. the night before practicing plating and reheating methods to ensure every dish arrived at the table warm and perfect. A family's emotional response caught on camera. Though the family guards their privacy fiercely, a short clip leaked by a friend of Son Ye-jin captured what can only be described as a cinematic moment of pure love. In the clip, Son Ye-jin stands frozen, staring at the feast. Her voice cracks as she whispers, "You did all of this?" Hyun Bin nods silently, wiping his hands nervously on his apron. Their son runs up to him, hugging his leg, while the actress slowly breaks into tears and laughs at the same time. For fans who have followed the couple since their crash landing on New Days, this moment felt like a scene ripped straight from fiction, but it was real, raw and breathtaking. Public reaction. A viral love story. The emotional ripple didn't stop within their household. Fan forums exploded with theories and rewatches of their past interviews, trying to find clues that hinted at Hyun Bin's culinary mission. On TikTok, the hashtag Hyun Bin Dinner Challenge began trending, with fans and influencers attempting to recreate the dishes he made, some even wearing similar aprons in tribute. Major food bloggers began analyzing the dishes shown in the leaked photo. One expert noted, "The plating is reminiscent of traditional Korean ceremonial meals. Hyun Bin wasn't just feeding his family, he was honoring generations." Even global fans were drawn in. Japanese and Thai news stations ran stories titled "The Husband Every Woman Dreams Of, Hyun Bin's Homemade Miracle," dubbing the story one of the purest moments of Korean celebrity history. From actor to father to national sweetheart. This story has unexpectedly transformed Hyun Bin's public image once again. He's no longer just the stoic, sharp-jawed romantic lead from dramas and films. He is now viewed as a deeply empathetic family man, willing to put in grueling work behind the scenes for those he loves most. Cultural critics are even analyzing the impact of this act on gender expectations in Korean society. "This isn't just a celebrity moment, it's a narrative shift," one columnist wrote. Hyun Bin redefines masculinity by stepping into a role most men avoid: the invisible, emotional labor of daily life. And what's next? Rumors are already swirling that Hyun Bin may release a personal essay or short documentary about this experience, not for profit, but as a tribute to Korean home cooking culture and familial connection. For now, however, he remains quiet. No public statements, no press releases, just a quiet smile caught in a blurry photo holding a wooden spoon and standing next to the two people who matter most.